Okay, hey you guys, it's Rita Lynn. So thank you for coming back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing another beginner's tutorial, and this tutorial is going to be focusing on priming the lids. So I know a lot of you were asking me to do some beginner tutorials, so I was like, okay, you know what, I need to carve out the time to do it. So here they are. Y'all asked for them. I'm giving it to you. So make sure that you watch. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and then definitely leave a comment below. Because if you don't leave a comment, what? I don't know you were here. Okay, so the palette that I'm going to be using today to prime my lids is going to be featuring the Karity Correct and Conceal palette. It has like a bunch of different shades in here. I really love this palette. So if you want to see how I prime my lids, then of course just stay tuned. Okay, so if you are new here, then go ahead and subscribe. You don't want to miss any uploads. I'm going to be uploading like crazy in the month of March. So y'all let me know what y'all think about the uploads and the content and the videos and everything. And then if you are a rebel, you already know what to do. Y'all know how I feel about like people supporting other people. So definitely support this video by giving it a thumbs up. I love that you watch, but I also need you to give this video a thumbs up. That's how you rate it and let me know if what I'm doing is sinking in, if what I'm doing is making any sense. And then leave comments so I know what you want to see. What is it that you want to learn? What can I help you with? Because if you don't leave no comment, I don't know. Okay. All right. So anyway, as you can see, I've already done my brows. I actually did my brows off camera. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you two different ways to actually prime your lids. And the reason you want to prime your eyelids is because it actually helps keep your eyeshadows in place, and it stops any creasing that could potentially happen with your shadows or your shades. It also helps to bring out those colors. So those yellows and oranges and reds, it helps to bring those colors out a little bit more. So I'm going to do one side with just a basic color, and then I'll do the other side with a white color, and I'll show you why. So right now, I am just taking my brush from Storybook Cosmetics, and I am dipping it in this concealer right here. So this shade, which is, I want to say C77, and I'm going to take this brush and I am simply going to put this concealer over my whole lid. Now typically when you are doing your brows, what a lot of people like to do, once they start concealing under their brows, they will pull the concealer down. I know you've seen people do that, and the reason for doing that is so that they can prepare or prep their eye for their shades that they're about to put on. So a lot of times you'll see people like conceal under their brow, just like I'm doing now, and then just pull that concealer down. That is definitely one way to prime your eye, or to kind of get your eye ready for your eyeshadows, is by simply covering your whole lid with concealer. Okay? So that eye is covered. Notice I'm getting this concealer like in every nook and cranny. So get this concealer everywhere. Okay? So simple. You don't have to use a straight down method. You can use a brush. You can put concealer on your finger and you can just rub it across your eye. But the simple point is to make sure your whole lid, so from the top of your brow to the bottom of your lash line, is completely covered with concealer. Now, another thing that you can also do that will help you prime your eye or get your eye ready for your makeup application is to actually use an eyeshadow primer. Now, the eyeshadow primer that I have now is by Milani, and this is in the shade Nude. So I'll apply this. So I'm just going to put a couple dots on my face or on my eye. Okay. And I'm going to take that same brush and I'm just going to apply this across my whole eye. So everywhere that you could potentially put eyeshadow is where you want to put this primer. So if you know you like to put like the little shimmer right in the corner of your eye, you want to make sure that you prime your complete entire eye for your shadows. Okay? And then so what you want to do is just allow that to sit for just a second. So you just want to let it sit. So that's all I'm doing, is I'm letting it sit. Another thing that will also help is if you set your concealer. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to set my concealer with Makeup Forever's finishing powder. And this is in a shade of yellow. So kind of yellowish shade. Just something to stay close to my skin color. You can also do your Airspun if you have Airspun. Maybe if you have like a MAC, what is it? Powder compact thingy. You can do that as well. Thingy, y'all know what I'm talking about. But you would just simply take a little bit of the powder and you're going to lightly put that on your lid. And that is just to set your concealer. That is to hold that concealer there so you don't have any creasing. Okay? So that's pretty much it. You're just going to set it so you don't have any creasing. That's very important because the last thing you want to do is put all those shades or all those colors on your eye and then you start to see those shades separate. Like, ugh. Okay? We won't do that. Alright. So I'm going to take just, I'm going to take a cotton pad and I'm going to take some of this micellar water and I'm going to wipe off one eye that I concealed. Alright, another way that you can prime your eye to ensure that your shadows or your shades or your colors pop is to use a white base. I know that might sound a little crazy, but it's very, very true. So, again, I'm going to go back into my Karity Correct and Conceal palette. And they have a white shade here on the end. So that's the one that I'm going to use to prime my eye. And pretty much what this does is it makes those colors just very bold. If you want your reds to be truly red or your yellow to be truly yellow, you definitely want to take the time or the extra step and prime with a white primer. Okay? Now I am simply just going to blend this. And again, you want to make sure that you get this everywhere that you plan on putting eyeshadow. Don't worry about how messy it looks in the beginning because of course you're going to go back and you're going to clean this up. All of this will be covered eventually because you're going to put colors and different colors on your lid. So this is what your eye should look like if you're going to use a white concealer or a white primer. And this is what your eye should look like if you are using a primer that is closer to your skin tone or concealer. So, and that is pretty much how you prime your eyes. You can set this as well, same as you did with the nude shade. You can allow it to dry, give it a couple seconds, and then just go back in with some powder and just set it. Now, I do recommend that if you use a white primer that you go in with the white powder so you're not putting more color on top of it, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's pretty much how you prime your eyes. So if you guys have any questions on priming your eyes, what powders to use, what's a good primer, definitely leave those questions in the comment section below and I'll answer them as they come. But hopefully this was informative for you, and it taught you something. If you thought this was a great tutorial, then definitely, you guys, leave a thumbs up. We got to get those likes up, okay? If you see the video and you watched it this far, damn it, like it and subscribe. Until next time, you guys, always, always, always choose life. I love you.